The United States passes a major vaccine milestone. 70% of adults now have at least one dose of COVID-19 vaccinations. On Monday, the United States crossed the long-awaited milestone in its race to vaccinate the country against COVID-19. The U.S. Centers for Disease Control and Prevention reported that 70% of U.S. adults ages 18 and older, or roughly 180.7 million Americans, have received at least one vaccine dose. This is nearly a month after the country missed President Joe Biden's July 4th deadline to meet that threshold. Although the majority of the country's adults have one shot, there is a major discrepancy among states, according to the CDC. Health officials have been urging eligible residents to get their shots, which are free and have shown to prevent hospitalization and death from the virus. For example, variants like the Delta spread. As of Monday, 22 states and the District of Columbia have 70% of their adult population with one dose. Many of these states are located in the Northeast, with Vermont leading the nation with over 86% of its adult residents receiving one shot. A dozen states, almost all located in the South, haven't cracked the 60% mark for their adult residents with one shot. Mississippi has the lowest percentage of adults with one shot, at 50%. Officials in several states have said that hospitals and coronavirus cases have been on the rise. In some states, like Mississippi, Alabama, Missouri, and Arkansas, are reporting that the majority of their hospitalized patients are unvaccinated individuals. The United States began vaccinating residents in December, starting with healthcare workers and the elderly. By mid-April, all residents above the age of 18 were eligible, and a month later, the Pfizer vaccine was approved for Americans over the age of 12. 2 of the 3 approved vaccines, Pfizer and Moderna, require 2 doses and use mRNA technology to protect against the virus. The Johnson & Johnson vaccine requires only 1 dose. The 7-day average of new daily first shots administered peaked at 3.4 million on April 11th, but it has declined to a low of 217,884 on July 7th. Several states that had lagging vaccination numbers, however, saw a small jump in shots administered during the final weeks of July. The 7-day average of first doses administered grew to 367,351 on July 27th. On Sunday, the White House COVID-19 Data Director, Cyrus Shafar, revealed that over 517,000 individuals received their first shot. Anyone who needs help with scheduling a free vaccine appointment can log here.